Hello. First, sorry. Yes, I said the word bullshit on the show this morning. I did not do it for dramatic effect. I'm not in the provocative business. If I were, I'd probably have a bigger audience. But at the end of the day, we're just talking around the truth too much, too often. Calling things fake news. There's no fake news. There's only fake. There's only lying and there is truth. Sometimes facts are debatable, issues are debatable, but often they're not. And we're doing a lot of that right now, even with these headlines surrounding what Donald Trump tweeted about millions of people voting illegally. That is, at best, wrong and probably a lie. And the distinction between the two is actually pretty plain, which is, in good faith, if he believes what these wackos, these conspiracy theorist types put out, then he's not lying. He's just really wrong and showing poor discretion, because you look like a fool when you accept the notions of these wackos like that, these conspiracy advocates. And if he is like the rest of us who know that this is not true and it's demonstrably false, then you're lying to the American people. Now, one of the risks of his candor, the upside is, boy, he seems to break through. He resonates with a lot of you. He sounds like you do, not like some politician. The downside to that is, there's a reason that politicians parse, that they're careful, because they don't want to be exposed for the BS that often they're trying to pass off. So the downside for his candor is that he can be exposed as a liar or as really wrong, and that's what happened on that voter thing. So I'm sorry that I used that language if you had your kids at the table. My kids are watching the show in the morning. But I have to be honest, I'm not sorry, because, well, I'm sorry because I'm not looking to offend you or your kids. That's not my job. I'm not sorry because, one, I don't think it's that bad a word. Two, there's a lot worse that's been said in this campaign, and I think reality sometimes comes unvarnished and ugly, and it's your job as a parent to help your kids through it. Certainly, I don't want to be part of your problem. I appreciate that. So, these tweets, the flag burning should be illegal. Maybe it should be. But you know what? That would be unconstitutional. Law changed in 1969. It was affirmed as recently in 1984, 1989. Justice Scalia, who Trump loves, I don't know how much he knows about Scalia, but he says he loves him. And he even said that while he'd love to throw flag burners in jail, he can't, because that would make him a king and not a judge, because we are about the Constitution here. That is our main rule, is the rule of law, not what we like, not what we condone, not what we think is popular. You can't do that. To take someone's citizenship and throw them in jail because they say something you don't like. Now, politicians have tried this before. Hillary Clinton tried it. She almost got it passed. Mitch McConnell was the vote that stopped the passage. These flag burning laws almost always pass in the House, get stuck in the Senate. Mitch McConnell wrote a great op-ed. Take a look for it. I think it was in 2006 or so. Hillary Clinton sponsored this law to make flag burning illegal, and he wrote why he voted against that, and it was a very eloquent thing. Not easy to be against making flag burning illegal. None of us really like it, right? It bothers you when someone burns the flag. It's a symbol of our freedom, of who we are. Someone's disrespecting it bothers you. But that's what the First Amendment often protects in this country. It's frustrating, it's maddening, but who are we if we start to become only what we like? And who is we? Very often we won't wind up on the same page. You got to protect people's rights. You hear it from the military all the time. I don't like what you say, but I'll fight to the death for your right to say it. So these are a distraction. The flag is a distraction. The 2 million people voted illegally is a distraction. Trump's using them as a device and a tactic, I call it, ATTACK dash TIC, like a tactic that attacks. He knows that. He comes after the media. He distracts from what should be talked about, like his conflicts of interest, which are notorious and are really a problem going forward that you don't know anything about because he hasn't been transparent. We're trying to dig into it all the time on New Day. So he's distracting from those things, and it works because it makes people who follow him remember why they like him, and it makes them angry at the media, which is very helpful to him for now. So it's a distraction. Beware of that. The conflicts are real. Most of his deals are licensing. Donald Trump does not have a real estate empire. He did not build lots and lots of buildings that created his wealth. It's not what it is. He's a brand, he's a marketer, and he's a good marketer. These licensing deals are particularly susceptible to corruption because people are just paying for his name. It's literally influence in its rawest form. You have to find a way to check it. It's a real discussion. Congress in its job as oversight, even the Democrats in the minority as they are, it's going to come up. It's going to take a lot of time. You should know something about it. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about Price. Congressman Price, just named to Health and Human Services. What is his idea about healthcare? He says a lot of things that are very extreme. I don't mean in the political sense, I mean in the practical sense, what it'll mean for you. Everybody thinks that it will be easy to make their healthcare less expensive. That is not true. Tomorrow we'll take you through what Price says and what it could mean to your bottom line, what bills come to your house. Also, tomorrow's for your questions. I'm going to be off Thursday and Friday again. Why? You hate to work? I work as hard as anybody that I know, but I got to burn some of these vacation days. I haven't seen my family like all year because of this election. So I'm taking some time off when I can around the holidays because they matter to me and to my family. So I'll take your questions tomorrow and I'll answer those which I can, which represent a big group of you, okay? Don't be distracted. Never yield to power. Just make sure you're right.